Hi, my name is Ozias. If you don't know me, I'm a local Pittsburgh photographer, and this is day one of turning my passion into a full-time business. One thing I wanted to kind of talk about is my business name, Ozias Photo. I have never been a fan of people who just kind of like put their name with the word photography and then just kind of like call it a day, like Sally Jones Photography or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's just like, it just seems so lazy to me, etc. And so I was like, well, maybe I can do something different, like Ozias Media or like Ozias Studio or something like that. I wasn't really crazy about those names because like media or studio sounds like a big company or a bigger company. And one of the things I prize myself on is being a small business, and especially one that helps other small businesses. So when I put my name on Ozias Photo, like, could that be seen as like lazy? Sure, but it does give small business. And also, the name Ozias is unique, and I really like my name because it's unique too. So it's kind of like a win-win there. Bit of a unique name, and also gives small business vibes. There's a ton of bugs in the woods, let me just tell you that. Anyway, one of them, which happened today actually, was I met with a gentleman and I was like, hey, you must be Michael. And he's like, yeah. And you must be Ozias. I'm like, yes, I am. Nice to meet you. And he looks at me, he's like, so is that a Mexican name? I'm like, no, my name's Greek actually. And he's like, still like staring at me. And he's thinking like he's trying to figure out a mystery. And I'm just standing there. It's so awkward. I try not to make any assumptions if I don't have to. There are some times in life where like you have very little to go off of, and that's that. This was not one of those cases. I've only had one person that I can remember in my life correctly say like, oh, that's a Greek name. I was like, yeah, actually, how did you know that? Not write very often. So actually, another funny story about my name. You kind of have to learn all the different mispronunciations of your name. And so for me, one of them is Isaiah. People will say Isaiah even though it's not spelled that way. There was one time I was in a work meeting back when I worked in corporate, and I was on a Teams call and someone was like, what do you think, Isaiah? And I was like, oh, I mean, I think it sounds like a good plan. And they're like, no, I'm talking to Isaiah. And then there was actually a guy in that same meeting named Isaiah. And I was like, ooh, ouch. Here I am looking like I don't even know my own name. I didn't explain myself or anything because I didn't want to make more of a scene of it, but that was one of the funny moments. But if you have a unique name, tell me about it in the comments about like what kind of weird experiences you've had or maybe something that annoys you.